Welcome, race fans, to IWCR Gen 6 Series here tonight. They are at Dover for 150 laps. And in the booth with me, I have Scott Brinson. Welcome, Scott.
Thanks, Rudy. How you doing tonight, buddy?
Doing good, doing good.
Ready for the second to last race of the season here at IWCR?
I am. Yeah, next week's going to be exciting with the double points next week. That's going to be crazy. We could see a lot happen.
I think that's going to throw a big monkey wrench into the points to come next week. And it's at Richmond of all places too, so it's going to be, a little short track Saturday night race.
Yes, sir.
Friday night.
Yeah, on Friday night. There you go. Well, I got a couple of people I want to talk to here, so give me a minute. I'm going to see if I can find a. Let's see, where the heck is he? Wow, clear down there. Holy smokes! Let me see if I can get him up here. Stephen Pearson. Stephen Pearson.
What up, Rudy?
Yeah. Sorry, was you heading somewhere?
Oh, I was just going to go get my beers lined up, but I'm good.
Well, you want to? I can wait till you get back. I'll go ahead and talk to the other one.
Yeah, give me about 3 or 4 minutes.
10-4. I'll talk to John Cottle then.
All right, 10-4. Thank you.
Back farther.
John Cottle in the booth.
What's up, Rudy?
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
Good, man. How you doing?
All right. Well, first night with the league here. It's going to be kind of a short season for you. You got this week and next week, and then the season's going to be over, but kind of gives you a little bit of a gist of what the league's like. Are you very good at the Gen 6s? I know you are.
I'm not that good. What are you talking about? I try my best. That's all I can say. I try my best for the Gen 6.
Well, how's your setup for tonight? Is it pretty good?
It feels good. It's a little loose, but it's drivable. Thank you, Michael, for helping me out there.
Well, that's what's nice to have somebody to help you out, But, well, what is the plan here for tonight then? 150 laps going to be a long ways on this on these tires and fuel.
I think I'm going to use the same strategy I used for the ECR race. Sit back, relax, and just survive. I mean, that's all you can do at Dover. Try to live to fight another day.
That's right, yeah. Well, what can you tell us about Dover here? Do you like the feel of the track, with the Gen 6, or is it kind of like you're not too sure?
I love every track with a Gen 6. Even Dover, even though it is like you're going to die every corner you come out of it because it's just loose off the corner it just wants to spin the car around, but I love it. It's just one of those tracks that's fun to drive if you can get a grip on it.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, good luck tonight, John. I know you're new to the league. They got to learn to race around you, and you got to learn to race around them. So, good luck tonight, brother.
Thank you.
All right, you back, Steven?
Yes, sir. I'm back.
Well, I haven't talked to you in a while, Steven. Well, I kind of, but I haven't talked to you in a while on pre-race interview. But I know RPM's got a pretty good setup under their wheels here tonight. Looks like you're going to be starting to, practice your 9th. Do you have something for him for qualifying here? Maybe you can pick up a few positions for qualifying?
Oh, no, I hadn't even tried taping it up. I'll probably just tape it up and take some fuel out of it and see what it does.
All right. Well, if you don't get a good qualifying lap, and you have to start back maybe mid-pack or back toward the end of the field, are you just going to ride for a while? I know that's not your style, but are you going to ride for a while like you usually do? You kind of like to ride a little while before, when you get past that halfway mark, then that's when we see you inching toward the front. But is that what you're planning on here tonight at Dover, or are you just going to try to survive the track too?
Oh, actually, yeah, a little of both. I'm just going to ride, and I know there's going to be a few wrecks out here. I mean, it's Dover. There's always going to be a wreck out here. I'm just hoping I can miss it, and I'm going to try to work my way to the front, but I just want to really survive.
10-4. All right, well, good luck, Steven, and I hope hopefully we talked in victory lane, not in the pit road with getting a lot of damage fixed up. So good luck tonight,
I'm going to
brother.
say odds are on the second one, not the first one.
Ah, we don't want to say that. All right, good luck tonight, brother.
All right, appreciate it, Rudy.
Yes, sir. So what do you think of this track, Scott?
Just depends on how good the car feels. If the car feels good, the track's usually fun to drive, but if not, the car can be a nightmare, and this place can just beat you up.
Oh,
I didn't get a chance to go out and test tonight, so I don't know how the conditions are. I don't know really much about the track info on this evening. I got in here a little late, so
yeah. And
my apologies on that.
I have had some requests again to go back to doing that for some other broadcasts that I've been doing. Having that like you and I used to do. Roger and I used to do it. Have like you go out there and turn a lap and tell me what you're doing, and I ride along with you. And it is kind of cool. You got to admit that was kind of cool when we were doing that, Scott.
Oh, I like doing that. I just I got in here late tonight, and I haven't been doing it with these guys because these guys run an open setup, and I don't have setups for these different tracks they go to, so that's why I haven't bothered with doing it with IWCR. But
right,
I wanted to get in here a little earlier tonight, but I just didn't get a chance to.
Well, even if you went out there with the fixed setup and just did the best you could, just to give us a ride around the track and let us know what you're feeling, out there on the track. A little bit of that rise when you come up onto the straightaway out of the turns, and that little bit of a dip down in when you go down into the turns, because it's kind of like it's hard to explain this track because the straightaways are kind of like a rise up when you come out of the turns, and when you get off the straightaway going to the turns, it's kind of like a dip down into the turn.
Yeah, this place is definitely very unique, and if you're not careful coming up off that turn, it'll launch you right into the wall. The car will push, and it'll just push you right into the wall and beat up that right front, and it'll survive one or two decent licks, but if you pound that wall, it's going to slow you down.
Definitely.
Oh, Rudy, we got about 15 seconds. Qualifying will be up.
Yes,
or not
sir.
qualifying, but practice.
Yes, sir. And we'll step away and play our national anthem here and be back in just a short minute, a minute and a half possibly. So we'll be back.
Yeah. And when we come back, we'll give you a rundown of the points going into next week, which is double points.
10-4. Good deal. All right, folks, we will be right back.
And now, for the most famous words in motorsports. Gentlemen, start your engine!
All right, Scott, we are back.
All right, Rudy. I was just looking at the points coming into last week, and Thomas Brandner last week had a 46-point lead going into that race. Well, that leads down to 26 coming into tonight over Joe Roberts. Roberts is closing in.
Yeah, Roberts had a
Nathan,
great run last week. That was exciting.
how about that finish last week where Joe was just kind of lucky man sitting in the right position at the right time?
Yeah, that was the best part of it right there.
And at Indianapolis, of all places, that was a good win for Joe. He was tickled about that one. Well, Nathan Sedlick's still alive. He's 78 points back there in third. Daniel Smallwood still mathematically alive, sitting there in fourth. Mike Vining still mathematically alive in fifth place. Sean Medling still alive in sixth. Randall Drake in seventh. Joshua Witherspoon in eighth. Stephen Pearson in ninth. And Jeffrey Porter in 10th.
Dang.
And I would say probably, if something were to happen to Brander here tonight and all those guys showed up and they could get within, say 90 points, with double points, you never know. But it also depends on the size of the field, Rudy. So you're going to need a big field to make up that many points.
Definitely. Look at John Batista's lap that he laid down there, beating Keene by 1/1000th of a second.
I see that.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's got to burn Keene up.
Oh, yeah. Brander with back there in fifth place for that qualifying run. Looking at it here, we got the RPM guys in there. Look at this. Jeff Porter, Roger Wagner, Thomas Brander, Nathan Sedlick. These guys all, Eric Lambert into the top 10. These guys are all RPM guys. So that's saying a lot about that team. Boy, they've just been dominant this season, haven't they?
Yes, sir. We see them in the top 5 every week. Usually 3 or 4 cars in the top 5.
Yeah, last week, would they finish like first, second, and fourth or something like that? They had a couple of them got wrecked out. I think Roger and a couple of the others got wrecked out. But yeah, man, great finish again last week.
Oh, Rudy, we're about halfway through qualifying. We've had 16 times so far. Looks like we've got quite a few non-qualifiers tonight. Stephen Pearson leading that group so far.
Yeah, he said he wasn't sure there when I talked to him. He wasn't sure if he was going to turn a lap or not. He might not. He depended, how good the car felt out there. He said he was going to tape it up and see what he could do. But if you do touch that wall, that pretty much nullifies your lap time. So, could be interesting.
Yeah, it could be interesting starting in the back too. You know how that goes.
Yeah, definitely. And see, to me, I think that's a good place to start back there. It kind of gives you a little bit of a, you can kind of feel the track out a little bit. Let your tires come in, and you're not really racing each other up there for that top spot because these guys really, everybody wants to get up there and run in the top spot.
That's true. The only problem about this place is, you really aren't safe anywhere here because if somebody, spins out in front of you, there's not a whole lot of room or really anywhere to go depending on where you're at on the track.
Hey, Roger that.
It is a good self-cleaning track in a sense, so that's a plus for this place.
Yeah,
a lot of people
the turns are self-cleaning. Turns are pretty much self-cleaning. Now, even the straightaways are because of the angle. They do kind of clean to the inside, but a lot of times you'll see guys come off of the, say like turn 2 or turn 4, and they'll, maybe either lose it and then slide down and hit that inside wall and come back up across the track, or they'll hit the outside wall and immediately go to the inside wall. And if somebody's there, they're going to take them out with them. So, yeah, in a sense, it is a self-cleaning track, but it can also be treacherous for the other drivers.
Oh, definitely. It can be very treacherous, this place. Yes, most definitely.
We'll look at the next set here and see we've got, Joe Roberts did make it. Okay, he'll be starting 11th. Mike Vining 12th, Charles Grant Jr. in 13th, Logan Powers, good to see Logan back, Ross Cato 15th, Paul Crumry, good to see Paul back too. So yeah, we got quite a few non-qualifiers. Wow, look at them all.
That's kind of surprised to see Joe Roberts there starting 11th.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he'll be back there in traffic too, so
Well,
Major points implications there, Rudy.
if he can have another week this week like he had last week, he could possibly take over the points lead.
Yeah, that would be a bit of a stretch. He made up 20 last week, and Brandner finished last, and he won. So I don't think he could take over the lead, but he could definitely chop off another big leg.
Yeah, he'd be right up there next to him. And then next week going to double points week. Ooh, it could come down to whoever wins that race, or it's not going to be one of them start and park like it would have been here just a couple of weeks ago when Brandner had a 46-point lead. If he would have extended that lead, he probably could have started and parked on the last race. But Joe Roberts has made that not happen now.
Yeah, that ain't happening. He's going to have to go out there and earn it.
Yep. And I'm sure that's heavy on his mind right now, too.
Oh, after last week, only he doesn't want to lose a massive lead and then every single position next week matter.
Well, I think that's the whole thing. He's got to stay focused tonight. He's got to look at the big picture. Don't go out there and get wrecked out, finish dead last. Like he finished really bad last week. Keep that car clean, even if he does just keep it in the top 10 to maintain that points lead. And then hopefully next week, the double points week, he has a good run and clinches that, that the season finale there and the championship. So got to look at the big picture overall.
Yes, sir. That's what it's all about. He's put a lot of effort in this season and a lot of hard work and had a great year. And you don't want to blow that kind of year this late in the year.
No, sir. How many wins did he have this season?
Let me check.
I know it wasn't too many wins, but it was all the top 5s and top 10s that he had.
He's got 13 starts, 3 of them wins, and 10 of those 13 starts were top 5s. 11 of them top 10s.
There you go.
He only had one pole.
Just consistency.
That's it. He led 134 laps this season, which ironically was not the most in the league. Galen Gidman is the leader on laps with 395 coming in it tonight.
And I haven't even seen Galen here tonight.
No, I didn't see him up there either. Might be a result from last week. How the end of last week's race went down.
I guess they all kissed and made up over that.
Yeah, but you know how that can just kind of drive you away for a week or two. Just get burnt out.
Very true.
He could have a hot date, right, Rudy? It is Friday night.
Yeah, that's true too.
And I'll tell you what, if it comes down to a pretty girl or iRacing's going to lose about 100 out of 100 times.
No, there you go.
Yeah. Unless it was last night. That'd be that special occasion where we're just, honey, you're just going to have to make it another evening.
That's right. All right.
It was a great night last night, Rudy. Congratulations on that, buddy.
Yes, sir. Couldn't have done it without you, though. Okay, let's...
yeah, well, you got there on your own, man.
Let's run down through the grid here. John Batista grabbing the pole with a 22.639. Congratulations to John. Thomas Keane will be starting on the outside of the front row. Only 1/1000th of a second beating him. Man, that was amazing. Jeff Porter coming in third. Roger Wagner fourth. Thomas Brandner fifth. Daniel Smallwood starting sixth. Nathan Sedlick seventh. Zachary Miller eighth. John Verga ninth. And Eric Lambert 10th. Scott?
Joe Roberts will start 11th. Mike Vining will start 12th. Charles Grant Jr. will start 13th. Logan Powers 14th. Ross Cato 15th. Paul Crumrine will start 16th. Michael Libby will start 17th. Joshua Witherspoon will start 19th. And Kevin Spaulding starts 20th. Rudy?
Very good. Oh, you forgot Stephen Pearson. Oh, okay. Stephen Pearson, sorry. We'll start 21st. Calvin Troy 22nd. Randall Drake 23rd. And John Cottle will start 25th tonight. So, shotgun on the field. Awesome.
Yeah, I was just handing it back off to Rudy.
Yeah, sorry.
Trying to get into that habit for the rest of the races we're going to do there on the live portal.
There you go. All right, looks like we're getting ready to get them going here.
Which might I just add, it's just awesome.
Yes, sir.
Broadcasting on the live portal.
All right, we're waiting for him to get the okay to roll off the grid here. Pretty nice sized field. I like fields like this. Just about the right size. 20, 22 drivers, somewhere along in there. That's just about the perfect
23.
size. Perfect size.
Well, get us going, Rudy. Them lights are out. We're going to do one lap around here, and then we're going to be going boogity, boogity, boogity.
There you go. That's what you ought to practice up doing.
That's Ed's gimmick. I'm not a gimmick stealer. That's Ed's gimmick.
There you go. I like it, though.
I don't know if I sound country enough.
He does it perfect. To me, my opinion, he just does it perfect. All right, here we go, guys. Pace car about to head for pit road. And John Batista is on the throttle already. Look at that. And
No waiting around.
Man, he did not waste a second. And look at Keen all over that bumper. Holy smokes, already starting to pull away from the field, too.
I'm kind of scanning through the field. Looks like everybody's getting around here nice and smoothly right now. Everybody's pretty much on that bottom line. Everybody getting in line now.
Yes, sir. Jeff Porter will be in third. Daniel Smallwood fourth. And look out. Here comes Roger Wagner underneath him. Taking a look.
Ross Cato is falling back there in the back. He's lost about 3 positions since the start. He's in 12th.
I hope I remembered to take that off. I did. Okay. Jeez. Sometimes I forget little things, and they can be very important. But I didn't forget. Smallwood. Wow, what happened to Smallwood? He goes back to 8th. Charles Grant Jr. 9th. And Eric Lambert still hanging on in 10th.
A lot of single file racing going on right now, Rudy. I don't see too much going on as far as too wide. Maybe a little bit back here in the back. Ross Cato continues to get past. He's on that high side, and everybody just continues to go by him. He's dropping like a rock in the ocean right now, Rudy.
Well, he's just probably taking it easy right now, you know, letting his car come to him and not wanting to get too racy with these guys early on. You know, it's a long race, 150 laps. That's a long one to be out there and be that aggressive right off the gate, you know.
That's very true, but he's going to let these guys by too, so it looks like he's going to fall to the tail end of the field almost.
And he's back in 19th. Kevin Spaulding looks like he started on pit road. I think he did start on pit road, so missing the start of the race. But anyhow, Batista still out front, showing the way here at Dover.
Still plenty of time for him to make up that time, even though he started on pit road. Long way to go.
Oh yeah, a couple cautions and you're right back on the lead lap.
Yes, sir.
It's easy.
As long as you're not in it.
For true. It's easy to get back on the lead lap here, I gotta say. It's really easy. A short track like this, I think it's only a mile, a little over a mile. So really easy to get back on the lead lap.
1 mile exactly around here, Rudy.
Yep.
Keen's just applying that pressure. He ain't going away, man. He's been there in that bumper since they dropped the green flag, and he's not going away anytime soon.
No, he doesn't appear to be. Staying right there, just right off the bumper of John Batista. And, you know, we kind of seen in past races, you know, broadcasts we've done, we have seen where you can steal the air off of somebody's rear spoiler. And look at Keen to the inside.
Yep, here he goes.
And he's going to take the lead over and say, hey, my turn to lead some laps. Well, he's got a great run there. Awesome job by him. That was really a good passing. Brandner still in fourth as he pulls away from Roger Wagner. Roger Wagner in fifth.
Oh, caution free so far, Rudy. 10 laps now.
Yep, don't say that too loud. Don't want to jinx these guys. Zach Miller with a great run here today. 6th place. Thomas Keene continues to lead. Smallwood in 7th. Charles Grant 8th. And Joe Roberts stealing the win last week. Looking to maybe steal another one this week. What do you think?
Hey, he's just kind of running mid-back right now, but with so far to go, you know he's going to want to get up there at the end, and I wouldn't doubt it, man. If he's there at the end, I would not be surprised one bit.
We got one off the pace there. Calvin Troy. Looks like he hit the wall, and he is heading for pit road.
Yeah, Randall Drake had a moment just a minute ago, and he's going to drop to the tail end of these lead lap cars. And the back of his car's got some damage to it, really. Looks like somebody's been to the back of Randall Drake.
Oh, yeah, it does. Oh, man, I just noticed that. Good eye, Scott.
And we got Calvin Troy on pit road, Rudy.
Yes, sir. Keene with a half a second lead over Batista now, and these guys have pulled away from 3rd place. Jeff Porter by 1.4 seconds, and he's got company. Look at Brandner. Brandner wants that 3rd place. Oh, loose.
Oh, you almost jinxed him, Rudy. Almost jinxed him.
Yes, I did.
Wow.
Phew, that was real close.
Yeah, I think he saw the points title going up in smoke right there, and he saved it.
Boy, you got that one right.
That's one of them deals where you see the whole season flash before your eyes in that split second.
Yep, all them great finishes and wins and everything just went out the window for a second.
Yeah, he saved it.
Well, you're hitting the nail on the head tonight, I'm telling you.
I can only imagine how he felt in that moment because he got pretty sideways.
John Cottle back here, the new guy, racing it up with Michael Leiby. Mike goes right around John. John doing a good job. Doing a good job out here.
Sorry, Rudy. That's a lengthy stay for Calvin Troy on pit road, Rudy. I don't know if he's going to come back out.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably going to have a lot of damage to fix up. Looks like John Verga joining him on pit road, too. Well, it's good news for Kevin Spaulding. That moves him up 2 positions. He's up to 21st. So as long as he keeps picking them off a little bit at a time like that, when people get wrecked out, he's good to go.
Picking them up, putting them down.
That's right. He's running real well right now. So another one of the RPM guys. Thomas Keene looking back on John Batista, 2nd place. John led the first 8 laps and Keene took over and now has led 10. So showing the way. Looks like Calvin Troy's day is done. He's taking it behind the wall, guys.
Yep, first one out of the race tonight. Unfortunate.
Yeah, there's another driver. He just needs a break. You know, he really does need a break. He's a good driver, and he just, luck is just not on his side sometimes in this Gen 6 series. And this season here, he's had a lot of bad luck. So hopefully that turns around for him next season.
Yep, they only got one more race to go, and it'll be a brand new season. You know how that goes, Rudy. Everybody's always got the fresh new season kind of mind. It's a new year. The confidence is back. Everybody's feeling good.
Well, Porter pulled away from Brandner by almost a second.
You feel good up until you hit that wall for the first time. Then you may not feel so good anymore.
Yep. Let's see, I'm looking for another good race. Stephen Pearson and Nathan Sedley. That's for position. Pearson into 10th. And he started 21st today. Look at this. Mr. I'm going to ride around for a little while, and he picks off 11 positions already in the first 22 laps. Okay.
Yeah, you know how that goes.
Yep, Mr. B there at the end. He's pushing the limits right now.
Some of these guys, they say they're going to just ride around till the green flag drops, and then there's people in front of them that are going slow, and so much for just riding around.
Yep. He's doing a good job. Car must feel good to him. I know the RPM guys said that they felt like they had a really good setup here tonight. It seemed very good and stable and good on the long run. So let's see how that works out for these guys, because they are doing a great job.
And our leaders are starting to come up on slower traffic, Rudy. They're coming up on Ross Cato. He's going to be the first one that they come upon.
Yeah, that'll put Ross a lap down.
Working lap 25, caution free, Rudy.
Yes, sir. They're coming up on Ross right here, and he will make that pass complete.
And we got a caution.
Oh, already. Okay, let's go see where.
So much for being caution free.
Eric Lambert going around, and he gets plowed into by a couple of drivers. Looks like Paul Crumry gets into that. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Let's see what happened to Eric here as he comes off the turn. I'm assuming he just got loose on his own because there's nobody immediately around him. Yeah, it just started. He hit that hump right there coming into the straightaway, and it just lifted the back end right off the ground, and he just totally lost traction. Now this is about where I'm going to see who this was that did tag him. Somebody just barely got a piece of him, tried to miss him on the outside. It would be the number 79 there of Josh Witherspoon. He does not miss him. And then along comes Paul Crumry right here with nowhere to go. Oh my. He hit him hard, and I think he did blow up the engine on it too. So Paul Crumry's day could be ended. But how did Joe Roberts get in the lead? Looks like everybody else pitted but Joe.
Yep, Fireball Joe stayed out. He's going to get that all-important bonus point. I'm sure you'll see him come down pit road next time by, but he wanted to go out there and snatch up that 1 point.
And he did it.
Yes, sir. Every point matters at this point in the season, Rudy.
Oh, race off of pit road between Keene and Batista. Looks like Keene beat Batista off pit road, I think. It depends on how it works out here, but yeah, we'll see if Joe does come to pit road this time. I believe he will, like you said. You know, I wouldn't want to stay out there ahead of these guys with older tires, and they got brand new ones. They'd eat him up.
Yep.
It's about time for new ones anyhow. 27 laps. Yeah, it's time.
4 Mr. Feelgoods, please.
Yes, sir.
And a cold beverage, if you don't mind. You know, and get hot in these race cars, Rudy.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Well, Steven said he was going to have about 6 of them lined up, so going to be it should get them through, I think. Well, I don't know. 150 laps. I don't know if 6 beers will get them through or not. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see how everybody does here on this restart.
Well, let me see here. I want to get Ross Cato. You got a copy?
Certainly do, sir. How's it going, Rudy?
Good. Well, you kind of got a lap down there. Now you're back on the lead lap. How's your car feeling out there? Because it looked like you were going backwards.
This car is one of the tightest cars I've ever had. Keenan had just lapped me when the caution came out, but even so, if it had been a little bit after that, I still would have gotten the lucky dog. But this is just the thing about Dover and pretty much about every other race is just working through the race to get your car adjusted to better, make it on the long run. So I'm hoping that's what I can do.
Well, are you able to get to the front, do you believe, or do you think them guys are just way too fast for you up there, Ross?
These guys are pretty fast. Dover's really never been one of my better tracks, but I'm just trying my best here to keep my top 10 streak going.
All right. Well, I like the paint job on the car, by the way. Anyhow.
Thank you so much. I worked really hard on it. I'm pretty proud of it.
Yes, sir. It's definitely something worth being proud over right there. So, all right. Well, good luck, Ross.
Thanks, Rudy. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a good show.
10-4. All right.
Well, them lights are out, Rudy.
And it looks like, yeah, Keen will be our leader.
Yeah.
Get him going, buddy.
10-4.
Well, looks
And
like,
Rudy, John Berger took it behind the wall.
yes, sir. It looks like
Second one out of the race.
Eric Lambert's day is done as well. So that's what he's saying in chat here. Sorry about your day there, Eric. Man, just can't get a break.
Oh, that'll make 3 out of the race. Troy, Verga, and Lambert.
And possibly Paul Crumrine.
And the pace car takes that left turn. Keen waiting. Didn't go right away. There he goes. Now we're racing. Green flag at Dover, and we're back underway. Working lap number 30 of 150.
Brandner trying to hold on to third as he got around Jeff Porter and goes into third. Ever so slightly inching his way up there. Charles Grant Jr. 7. Nathan Sedlick with Daniel Smallwood underneath him. Sedlick a little bit loose in the turn right there, and that is going to allow Daniel Smallwood to go into 8th. Sedlick back to 9th.
Well, if there was somebody who was glad to see that caution come out, Rudy, it was Ross Cato. He stayed on the lead lap, and he's up to 12th position now.
Yes, sir. That's really good. Really good.
Yeah, because he was about a second from going a lap down, so it's big difference of being a lap down and then being in 12th position. But now he's going to go to the high side. I think he's going to have about 3 or 4 guys go by him here.
Yeah, he's got to quit doing that. He opens that door up, and man, it's all over. Logan Powers is about to go by as Joe Roberts already did pass him. He just needs to get it back down into that groove, but he better look out. Here's Michael Leiby to the inside.
Ooh, big run, too, and he's going to get him. Here comes Kevin Spaulding. I think he's just going to drive to the tail end again, Rudy. That's what he did on that first run. I think that's what he's doing again here. I think this is all by design.
Yeah, Kevin Spaulding actually was a lap down, but still, the 79, Josh Witherspoon going to get underneath him and now take up that position. And Josh Witherspoon was the one that got a piece of that front fender there of Eric Lambert, or the back end. I guess it was the back end of his car. And I thought he had a lot more damage in that, but he's only got a little bit of left front damage, which he may be able to get fixed up under caution. Keen.
Meanwhile, back up front, Rudy, yeah, the front 3 are kind of broken away a little bit there.
Yeah, Brander with about a second lead over Porter. Quite the gap between them two. Roger Wagner into the top 5 again. Oh, Zach Miller catches that apron. Boy, you guys got to stay away from that apron. This apron here will kill you. Oh,
yeah, man. You definitely don't want to touch the apron.
No, boy, it was a good save by him, though. Boy, I'll tell you, that could have been bad right there, but he saved it. Charles Grant Jr. in 7th. Nathan Sedlick 8th.
All them guys racing hard right on top of each other, Rudy, from about 5th to 9th.
Yeah, they are doing a heck of a job here. Single file, but they're still running good. Daniel Smallwood 9th. And Stephen Pearson back into the top 10 again as he got around Mike Vining. Vining goes back to 11th. The new guy, John Cottle, in 12th. Batista all over the back of Thomas Keene, not letting him get out there too far.
And checking on Joe Roberts back here, Rudy. He's back here in 13th position, trying to click off some of these spots one at a time. He's got ground to make up. He did lead that lap, but had to start in the back. And hasn't really made up a lot of ground like he probably would have wanted to, but he's slowly making up a little bit of ground.
Oh, he'll figure out a way to get by some of these drivers, I'm sure. John Cottle's a pretty good driver, so there's one he's gonna have a tough time getting by, but if he can get by him, he may be able to move a little closer to the front. We'll see.
Yeah, he's been sitting there riding around John for about, I don't know, about 5 to 10 laps now.
Logan Powers, 14th. Back here, check on Randall Drake. Randall Drake does get around Ross Cato, goes into 17th. Ross, last one on the lead lap, 18th place. So I think you might be right. That could be by design, that he is just kind of drifting to the back.
Sedlick got a little sideways there, and Zachary Miller got by. Here comes Smallwood closing up on the back of him, and he's looking underneath him. He's going to make the move. Ooh, and he backed out of it.
Probably a good thing he didn't have a real good line right there, and Sedlick didn't give him a whole lot of room. That wouldn't have turned out too good.
Probably a smart move for Danny to get out of it.
Yep.
Rudy Paul Crumrye took it behind the wall. His evening's over, too.
Oh, man. Yep, so we've lost 3 drivers, and Eric Lambert's still sitting on pit road, but he has been saying in chat here that his day is done, so. Brander, 0.8 of a second off the bumper there of John Batista. That's our points leader coming in tonight with, you said, a 26-point lead over Joe Roberts?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, and Joe Roberts is on pit road, Rudy.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Joe Roberts on pit road.
Unscheduled pit stop here for Joe.
Yep.
That I know of, unless he's got something else in mind here. But he does have a little bit of right front damage. That's not going to help close that points gap by doing that.
Nope.
Looks like he's going to.
And he's going to sit there. Yeah, he's going to sit there and get damage fixed, man. That's going to cost him.
Oh, my. Back in 19th place right now.
But, Rudy, it's better to get the damage fixed and try to stay as competitive as you can. We got a long race to go. Still plenty of time to make it up.
Very true. Very true.
He can't sit there for long, though. A lap or two.
Boy, Batista can close up on Keene really good in the turn, so he is very, very good in the turn, just letting it roll.
And Lambert just took it behind the wall, Rudy, so 4 officially out of this race.
Man, what a bummer. Brander's starting to close in on them 2 leaders now.
Caution flag. This may help Joe Roberts a lot. He's still sitting on pit road, and it's Daniel Smallwood.
Oh. Yes, he hit that wall hard. Let's go see this.
Roberts still sitting on pit road, Rudy.
All right, looks like coming out of turn 4 here, the car just kicks out on Daniel. And he tried to save it. I mean, he had the wheel cut and everything, but just no saving. And he hit that wall really hard. So Daniel's going to be on pit road, I'm sure, getting some damage fixed out of that. Well, he's catching up to the field.
We're only about a third of the way through this race, Rudy. Already we've seen 4 take it behind the wall, and we've seen 3 or 4 others have heavy damage.
Well, I'm getting reports here from Eric Lambert that Joe's video card just shut off again.
Oh, wow.
Oh, remember he had that trouble last week? Oh,
yep.
Man. Well, maybe that's a good omen, because look at the outcome last week after he had that problem.
Yeah, the only problem is now he didn't fall laps down last week. He's falling laps down now. Yeah. He's currently 4 laps down now, so this might be the end of his championship hopes right here.
Well,
that's a shame, man.
Yeah, really. Everybody coming to pit road except for Mike Vining. Mike stays out to lead a lap, get that point. Now, remember we had a race off of pit road last time, and Keen barely beaten Batista off pit road. Let's see what they do this time. I think Batista might have him beat. Oh, we had a three-way battle coming off of there. I'm not even sure who got off first. It looked like Kevin Spaulding, maybe. I think Kevin Spaulding beat them all off pit road. No, did he? He's got to go to the back or something here. I'm not sure exactly what happened there, but anyhow, Mike Vining will be coming to pit road here, it looks like. That will give the lead up to Thomas Brandner for the first time today. This could be bad here, guys. This could be bad.
Yeah, Brandner knows Roberts is sitting on pit road, and every time they go by, it bears Joe further and further.
Well, Brandner gets that bonus point. That'll help. You know, one more point he can add to that that point lead he's got over Joe. Not like he needs it now if Joe's out for the night, or if he can get that fixed. I hope he can get it fixed.
Yeah, he needs to. He needs to get that thing cranked back up and get back out on the track and get as many positions as he can.
Yeah, because it looks like Smallwood's going to be sitting there for a while, and I'm not sure what's up with Josh Witherspoon. He has a ton of damage on that car that he is trying to get fixed up. Oh my, let's see if we get down here a little closer, get a better view. Yeah, he was trying to get a little bit of that fixed up. He's back away now. Looks like he's still got a pretty good hump there on the car, but he got some fixed.
Well, Rudy, when we go back green here, it'll be Thomas Brandner leading the way, Thomas Keynes in second, John Batista third, Charles Grant Jr. fourth, Jeffrey Porter fifth, Zachary Miller sixth, Nathan Sedlick seventh, Roger Wagner eighth, Stephen Pearson ninth, and Mike Vining 10th.
No, John Cottle.
Oh, my apologies.
Vining's back in 15th. You're not using your IRTBO, are you?
I was reading off the results from the IRTVO. I didn't have the driver's box up.
Ah, okay.
But yes, I am using it.
Eric said he told Joe to take his computer outside and take a hammer to it. I don't know why that would be doing that unless it's a driver. Maybe he needs to roll the driver back a couple of drivers. Just was talking to a gentleman today about that, and I gave him a safe driver. It's from like about 6 or 8 drivers ago, and I think that's a good safe one. So maybe that's what he needs to do. But all right, here we go. Back green, folks. Thomas Brandner, Thomas Keene on the front row. Pace car heads for pit road. Brandner just sitting there waiting. And there he goes. He's on the throttle now. Green, green, green. Oh, Keene.
Keene's
spinning
in
the
the wall.
tires. Oh, we got him wadded up here, guys.
Yeah. No caution, though, Rudy.
No. How did the caution not come out on that?
I don't know, but Thomas Keene paid a heavy price.
Yes, he did. I'm going to watch us here while they're under green. Okay, until he got onto the straightaway and he hit the throttle, and oh, man. And it was on from there. Oh, Charles Grant Jr. hit him in the tail. Oh, man, we got a bunch of them into it. But I don't know how that
I don't know how.
That was,
yeah, I don't know how it didn't bring out the caution. That was crazy.
That was really, really odd right there. We've seen cautions come out and we couldn't even find them. We didn't know what brought the caution out. And that one there, the caution should have flew and it didn't. Wow, that's kind of weird, ain't it?
That's iRacing for you.
Yep. Porter goes into third. Roger Wagner fourth. And Zach Miller now back into the top 5. Boy, it really spread this field out. Do you see that now?
Yes, sir. You know, Brander's enjoying that. He's got a nice little comfy lead.
Yes, he does. 8/10 of a second over John Batista. He's going to have to keep it smooth. Got to keep it smooth.
Thomas Keene's definitely going to need some help.
Yeah, he's
Gonna need a caution or two.
Yeah, he's back in 17th place with a lot of damage. He may be able to pick up a couple of positions here and there. It looks like he's going to try getting around Charles Grant. And he does. He drives around the outside. Charles has a lot of damage on his car as well. So, because he got into the back of Keene there on that start. That's where he got all that damage. Porter, 2.1 seconds. Back
Steven Pearson off the pace.
Uh-oh. Yes, he is. And he's getting passed up here. What's going on with Pearson's car? Logan
He's got
Powers.
damage.
Yeah. Logan Powers working over John Cottle. Look to the inside. And that's for 7th position. Cottle just lets him go.
Yeah, the whole back of the 85's got damage all across the whole rear of the car. Right rear's got a little damage on it too.
Now here, take a little. Oh boy, I guess he does. Yes, he does. So he's probably like driving a dump truck right now, as they always say. Michael Leiby looking to maybe get by Steven Pearson, but he has a little damage on the back of his car as well. Randall Drake been keeping his car pretty clean. Somebody did get in the back of him there. I don't know if that was on a start or a restart or what, but it seems like he does have a little bit of it fixed now. But picks up a few positions and goes into 11th.
Thomas Keene's starting to make up ground, Rudy. He's behind. He's gotten on Daniel Smallwood's coattails, and he's following him through this field.
He drives around Ross Cato like there was nothing wrong with that car. Kevin Spaulding getting around. Oh, we got one off the pace here. Zach Miller. What happened to Zach? It looks like he may have met a wall or something here. He is just like really off of the pace here. Let me go back even further. Okay, he was good here. Oh, the engine let go. Oh, tough break for Zach Miller. The engine just let go on him.
I guess who's back on the track, Rudy?
Joe Roberts.
Looking to try to salvage a finish that he can, being that his graphics card went out on him. That's a tough break, man.
Yeah.
Hell of a time for that to happen, Rudy.
No lie there, man. Well, Jeffrey Porter starting to get company here with Roger Wagner.
I think it's only fair that Joe Roberts pays somebody to go to Brander's house next week to kill the power in the middle of next week's race.
Oh, man. Yeah.
That would make an even playing field.
Oh my God, I never heard that one before. Nathan Sedlick, 5th place. And a long way back to Logan Powers. And now he's got Steven Pearson all over him. So Pearson picking it back up a little. I think he's seen Michael Leiby coming up on his tail there. And boy, Pearson found 4th gear in that car. I think he was running around there in 3rd before.
He's putting a move on Logan Powers right now, looking for that top 5, Rudy.
Yes, sir. If he can complete this, it'll put him into 6th place, and Michael Leiby follows right along behind him.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
John Cottle's on the move.
Good power move there. Yeah, Cottle, if he can get caught up here, he may make a move on Logan Powers, too. Randall Drake moves into the top 10. Look at this. Mr. Drake in the top 10.
We're approaching halfway, Rudy. We're not far away at all.
Yeah.
About 6 laps.
They're clicking the laps down. Brandon been out front now for 19 laps. Still hasn't beat Keen's 39 laps, but we still got a lot of laps to go. I just hope he doesn't do, like he did last week. He's out there so dominant and just has a bad wreck and gets taken out of the race. I just hope that doesn't happen for a points leader.
Oh, Rudy, Charles Grant Jr. is back on pit road.
Yeah, he's in chat here. It says fiddlesticks. Fiddlesticks. Are there many good to eat? I don't know. I never had any.
Me neither. I couldn't tell you.
Well, Batista did.
I can't tell you that Zachary Miller's still on pit road as well, though, Rudy.
Oh man, I'm showing him. He looks like he's behind the wall, but.
Yep, he sure has. He's taking it behind the wall.
Batista now closing that gap up down to 6 or 7 tenths of a second. And it's a long way back to Jeff Porter, 4.1 seconds. And he's put a little distance on Roger Wagner now.
Smallwood's on pit road.
Yes, sir, back on pit road. Probably trying to get some of that damage fixed up. I'll find a camera that'll shoot me here sooner or later. And it looks like he's going to sit there for a while.
Yeah, we may not see him back in the race. Our leaders are working their way through lower traffic, getting around Ross Cato. Field getting really spread out at this point, Rudy.
Oh man, they sure are. Yeah, Ross Cato will be the first car lap down, 15th place. The next one they'll be hunting down is Mike Viney. It's 20 seconds behind the leader, but quite a ways ahead of the leader too. About a straightaway ahead of the leader.
Won't take long.
No, sir. No, not at the pace. Not at the pace that Brandner's laying down.
And as they come to the stripe, Rudy, we are halfway in this race.
Dang. Already. What do we had? One caution? Two cautions. Two cautions, yep. 5 lead changes so far in the race.
3 different leaders? Or 4?
I think it was more than that because I think Joe Roberts led a lap. Should be about 5. Hold on here, I can tell you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 different leaders, yeah.
Right on.
5 different leaders, 5 different lead changes. You usually don't see that. When Batista is closing.
He wants to make it a 6th lead change. Porter's falling back. These guys are really pulling away.
Well, he did pick up a little bit on them guys. He is starting to pick up on them a little. If you remember, he was like 3.7 seconds behind him. Now he's only 3 seconds behind him.
Yeah, he actually clicked off tenths there, so you are right. He's coming.
He's closing that gap up, but 3 seconds on a track like this is it might as well be a lap, Roger Wagner going around Ross Cato.
Yeah, Keen's worked his way back up to 12, so he's managed to salvage something out of this with the car as heavily damaged as it is.
Yeah, I bet she drives it a little more gingerly after that, because, boy, that was just, on them restarts, boy, I'll tell you, you got to watch that. So, it's just,
But he had gotten by Kevin Spaulding at one point. Kevin Spaulding's gotten back by him, so we might have missed something with him.
Yeah, I don't think he's not quite up to full pace. He's just he was. I think on the new tires he seemed to be okay, but now that they're starting to get a little wear on him. Oh, Spalding into the wall.
Oh, in the wood. Keen's into the wall.
Oh no.
He bounced it hard off the wall.
Charles Grant Jr. said he got keened.
Been there.
He got keened. His Keen messed up and he got into the back of him. Oh man, Charles, you're too much. He's back. He's heading back out. No, he's coming in. He's got, boy, look at the smoke coming out of Charles Grant Jr.'s car. He's heading back for pit road. I think he was hoping that it would be okay, but it's not. He's out there spraying for skeeters. I don't know if he's going to make it back to pit road before that thing does finally let go, though. Well, he's on pit road, so that's a good thing. Well, Joe Roberts has picked up quite a few places out there. If you remember, he was back like in 21st or something. He's up to 18th now, just by getting out there and running more laps.
Yeah, and he's closing in on Smallwood and Charles Grant Jr., so
Definitely,
then the next two he'll click off.
Yeah, he should go by Smallwood here in the next lap or two, and then it'll only be another lap or two after that. He'll go by Charles Grant Jr. So he's looking at 16th place here in the next 2 or 3 laps.
Well, we still got a long way to go, and anything can happen, so.
There he goes by Smallwood now. And with Charles Grant Jr. on pit road, I think he's going to go by him next time. So he's really trying to salvage, a bad deal there that he got. Just so extremely tough for these guys on this track, The Monster Mile, they got the Monster Mile for something,
Well, the good news for Joe Roberts is it's double points next week, so he's not out of the points championship just yet. He's just got to, salvage as much as he can here tonight and get to next week. And with double points, anything can happen, Rudy.
Yes, sir. And look at this. Jeff Porter closing into 2.1 seconds on the leader. He's coming.
Yeah, trying to make it a 3-car race. We got a caution, Rudy. Caution is out. And that's what some of these guys needed.
Keen going around. Yeah, they did. Keen going around again and bringing that caution out. Let's see what happened to him here.
Well, Keen can't say he didn't get a caution flag tonight. They gave him one that time.
Yeah, that's true. Well, that could be the break that he needed too, but he's going to get more damage on the car. I don't know if he's going to, how much more damage he got. It looks like quite a bit, actually. And boy, that thing's going to just, wow. He's going to be a rolling roadblock out there for them guys. But the leaders all coming to pit road.
Ross Cato stayed out. He's going to try to get his lap back. He's only 1 lap down, so that'll put him back on the lead lap.
And Joe Roberts does technically go back in, goes into 16th now.
Yep, next one in line would be Thomas Keene. He's the only car lap down now is Thomas Keene. Everybody else is 18 laps or more down.
Let's see this race off of pit road. Well, I don't know. I think Brander might have got out ahead of Batista. It looks like he did. But yeah, and then that'll give the lead back up to him. Now he has tied Keene for the most laps led with 39. Brander has.
Yeah, and he ain't got no plans of giving up the lead anytime soon. Roberts and Vining come down pit road, Rudy.
That gives the lead back up to Thomas Brander. Now crossing the line, he will technically take over the most laps led. And all these are points that these guys add up folks that, those of you that are watching that don't know how the points work, when you lead a lap, you get a point. If you lead the most laps in the race, you get a point. If you win the race, I think they get 3 points for winning. And every position that you gain on the track is another point. So, these guys are racing for points for this championship. Next week being the season finale, all these add up, and coming down to the next week will be double points, which could change everything. It can change everything to putting the guy from 10th in the points to 3rd in the points. So we could really see a big upset next week. I don't think they'll do it that much, but I was just kind of using that as an example.
And as we found out last week, the guy leading the points can finish dead last.
That is very true.
We saw it last week happen, and the guy that was second in the points won the race. So we just saw it happen. We know it can happen, and it could happen again next week. Will it? We don't know, but that's why they go out there and race the races.
Guys will have to make sure you tune in next week as they go to Richmond. That'll be interesting. I think they're running 150 laps at Richmond.
Yes, sir. Which is one heck of a venue to be racing for double points and a championship.
Yes, sir. Usually they run Homestead, but I think it kind of changed things up a little bit. Well, here, get them going here, Scott.
10-4, buddy. We're going to have less than 60 to go.
John Batista starting on the outside of the front row, and we're about to go green.
Just waiting on that man in the Mustang. And he decided to pull off. Now we're waiting on the man with the flag. Brenner says, I ain't waiting on that guy. I'm going. He took off.
Yes, sir. Look out, because here
Racing
comes
again at Dover.
Here comes Jeff Porter under Nathan Sedlick.
Brenner got a nice jump.
And he completes that pass. Porter in third, Sedlick fourth. Logan Powers up to the fifth place. Michael Leiby sixth, John Cottle seventh, and Roger Wagner eighth. Oh! Almost gets into the back of John Cottle. A little roughhousing going on out there. Gets to the inside. Cottle giving him that low line. And wow, man, you want it, take it. Oh, and he gets into Cottle.
Oh, flipping down the front stretch. Still cartwheeling down the front stretch. Big crash at Dover.
Yes. Let's go back here and watch. Boy, I don't know, not trying to say whose fault it was or anything like that. I never do that. Those two are racing each other pretty hard here. Going into three, looks like. And Roger drifts up the hill. Nowhere for Cottle to go. And gets into Cottle. Let's watch it from Cottle's car here just for a second. It's coming out of the turn right here. Just nowhere for him to go. And Roger just kind of like hits him in the corner right there. And that really upsets him. But Roger going to do barrel rolls across the line. Look at this. Yay.
Yeah, he did.
Oof. Rough ride for him. Pearson trying to get woed so he doesn't get into that. Does a great job of it, too. Holy smokes. All right, Roger Wagner on pit road, getting damage fixed up. And we're on caution number 4 here tonight.
That was a heck of a caution there.
Yeah, it was one we don't like to see. Looks like Thomas Keene has taken his car behind pit road, so there's another position for Joe Roberts to pick up.
Yes, sir. And something tells me Roger Wagner probably won't be back out on the track anytime soon, so that'll be another one.
We got a lot of activity on pit road. Like about from 7th on back, a lot of them guys did pit, but the guys up front did stay out. Andrew Schulte in chat. Saying
What's up, Andrew?
Saying hello to you and I. So John Cottle, Roger Wagner on pit road. Well, John Cottle's away. Roger's still sitting there, but like I said, Thomas Keene out of the race now. So that should give Joe Roberts another position to pick up. Scott, that'll put him into 15th.
Yeah, and like I said, I don't think Roger's going to be on track anytime soon, so he'll be able to get another spot there from Roger as well.
Yeah.
Just a matter of time, as long as Joe can keep it clean the rest of the way.
Well, let's see.
As long as the old graphics card does its part.
Right. Let me see here.
I'd be having a word with computer after the race, maybe with the Louisville Slugger.
John Cottle, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, tell me your version of what happened there, because that looked pretty rough.
I have no idea. I was letting him go low, and it just felt like what I saw was I was as far up as I could be, and he hit me. That's all I know, but I could be wrong on that. Just I guess it was a racing incident.
What? How much damage you got on your car? Are you going to be able to continue?
Yeah, I'm getting it. I just got it all fixed. We're all good now, and going to be good to go to the end, I think.
Yes, sir. All right. Okay, well, good luck out there, and you're running in 13th right now. Try to keep it. Maybe you can get up to the top 10. That would be really awesome.
Yes, sir, it would.
All right, good luck, brother.
Thanks, sir.
Well, Rudy, we're getting close to 50 laps to go in this thing.
Yeah, they clicked them down quite quick there. You know, with them green flag runs, man, that's pretty good for these drivers to run here at Dover like this, man. 150 laps, it's grueling, but it seems like, you know, these guys, once they get spread out, there's some good racing.
Oh, that last restart was pretty wild. Let's see what happens this time.
Yeah.
Who else will get taken out before this night's over?
Anybody else going to get keened?
I think, because Keene took it behind the wall. He's headed for Richmond. Only the guy on the highway is going to get keened.
All right, here we go.
Just go, Rudy.
Yes, sir. Pace car in. Batista ready, waiting to see what Brander's going to do, and Brander nails it. Green, green, green. Wow, what a start by Brander. And again,
Everybody got off to a good start.
And again, Porter in third, Sadlick fourth. Logan Powers fifth place, Michael Leiby sixth. And look at Stephen Pearson back into the seventh place. He's got that car semi fixed up, it looks like. It looks like maybe he's got all the damage on it that he's going to be able to get fixed. He's running pretty good now. And Kevin Spaulding, the one that we were talking about, he started on pit road tonight. And here he is running in 8th place.
Oh, Mike Bynum right behind him, and Randall Drake rounds up top 10.
Yes, sir. Randall having a pretty good night. He's been having some decent nights here and there. Good to see him out there running so good. John Cottle, caught up in that wreck there with Roger, is in 11th. Ross Cato not quite up to the speed I don't think that he really was looking for tonight, but Josh Witherspoon going to drive right on around Ross. And the next one will be Joe Roberts to go by, but Joe is running 18 laps down now.
You know, it's been a tough night for Ross, but he's managed to stay on the lead lap. He did go a lap down for a little bit, but he got it back, and he's managed to stay on the lead lap this far in the race. So good job, Ross.
Batista trying to hang with Brander up front. We got 47 to go. Jeff Porter pulled away from Nathan Sedlick by almost a full second. Actually, over a second. Sedlick 2.4 seconds behind the leader. Logan Powers has been having a great run here tonight. But I'll tell you what, he better be looking in the rearview mirror because here comes Steven Pearson. Mr. Be there at the end, running in 6th.
Batista's closing up on Brander.
Just smooth sailing, these guys, man. They just make it look so easy out there, Scott.
Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. It's all about just being focused and hitting your marks. Practicing. Practice has a lot to do with it.
Jeff Porter, 3rd place, looking to get up there with Batista, but he's about a second and almost a second and a half behind Batista. And Sedlick falls way back. He is actually almost about a second behind, a little over a second behind Jeff Porter. What I was looking at here is Steven Pearson going around Logan Powers, and there he goes, top 5 for Steven Pearson. Showing the way here tonight, man. He's doing great.
That's probably how many cold beverages he's had during this race.
Yeah. He's trying
Top
to hurry
5.
up. He's hurrying up to get it done so he can go get another one.
Yeah, start working on that 6th one.
Yes, sir. I don't blame him. Got to have something to quench your thirst. Michael Leiby with a great run. Him and Kevin Spaulding now in a battle, and that's for 7th and 8th. They did pull away from Randall Drake by quite a little bit. Randall now back, he is quite a ways back behind him, about 1.2 seconds behind Kevin Spaulding.
Yeah, he just moved into 9th. He just by Mike Vining. Mike Vining's got pressure all over him by John Cottle.
Yes, sir. Cottle, I know we talked to him a couple times there, and of course he was caught up in that wreck with Roger, and he said the car, he wasn't too impressed with how his car felt out there. He was just going to try to ride, but that's just not in some of these guys' nature. He looks to the inside of Vining. Complete that pass. He gets a little wiggly right there in the turn.
He gets it done.
Yes, he does. Good job. Goes into 10th. Mike Vining back to 11th. Batista now 3/4 of a second behind Brander.
Yep, Brander's starting to extend that lead now. Showing that muscle, Rudy. Porter, who was once gaining, he's falling a little bit back.
But remember, he started coming on strong on that long run. I'm believing that he's got a really good long run setup, and I would expect probably in the next 15 laps or so, we're going to probably see him start reeling in Batista like he did before.
Got the 5 making a move on the 70 here, Rudy. Leiby going for position. Spaulding trying to come with him. Nope. 70 slams the door on the 25.
Whoa.
Now he's coming back underneath.
Yeah. Trying to
This
pass
is all
him
for
back.
position.
Yeah, this is a 7th and 8th position right there. Those guys are racing it up.
Yep. Spalding's racing for position with him.
Michael Libby took a there.
Oh man.
Oh no! Oh,
There's a
that's gonna
caution.
bring. Yep. Oh, Michael Libby and Logan Powers get together. Logan almost had that saved.
Spalding got lucky in that deal.
Yes, he did. Back here and look at it. Logan Powers. Looks like he just got loose coming off of the turn here. Michael Libby didn't touch him or anything. Just really on the throttle hard. Now this is where he almost saved it right there, and then Michael Libby gets into the side of him. Now he had it pretty much saved, but Michael Libby's going to go down and hit the inside wall really hard. Dang, poor Michael Libby, man. What a rough ride that was.
Yeah, he took it behind the wall, Rudy.
Dang, I'm telling you, that was pretty tough. All right, back up front, Thomas Brander bringing them all to pit road. Now let's see Brander and Batista race off of pit road. Brander's been really strong beating Batista off pit road, so let's see if he can do it one more time here. Because we're coming down to the end of this, but we got 33 laps to go.
And Joe Roberts has moved up to 14th position, Rudy. He's gotten by Roger Wagner and Thomas Keene now and is up to 14th. Michael Libby will be the Libby will be the next one he catches, and he could possibly get up to 13th. And if anyone else crashes, we still got enough laps left. He could gain more positions.
Well, Batista did beat Brander off pit road that time. He had about a 0.3 of a second quicker pit stop. That's all he needed to beat Brander off pit road. So, but right now, Josh Witherspoon will be out in the lead. I'm not sure if he's going to stay out long enough to lead a lap, but it looks like it because he is going by pit road. Wants to lead that lap. Everybody trying to capture that bonus point.
Well, this might be your last chance, Rudy. Who you want to talk to?
Heck, I don't know. How about Jeff Porter? Because he's been so doggone fast.
Go for it, buddy.
All right. Jeff Porter, you got a copy? Oh, he ain't in this channel. I
Do
do.
not know.
Jeff Porter, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, Jeff, you've been extremely fast here. We've been watching you. You don't let them guys get out there too awful far, and you reel them in on the long run. How's the car? Is it really set up that great on the long run?
Yeah, it feels good in the long run, and I could reel them in there, but to have a run at Dover that lasts that long is, you know, not very possible, I guess.
Well, you did it.
Not very common.
You did it a few cautions ago. There, you were reeling them in, and you closed up on them guys big time. But how's the racing been for you out there? I mean, you kept your car pretty clean. It's not too bad.
It's been good. This is a track you can never relax at, no matter how good your car is. So it's, I don't know, I've been white knuckling it the whole time, basically.
Wow. Well, it looks good and smooth out there, Jeff. You know, you've been running some good lines, and looks like you're hitting your marks pretty good. So this is about to get going here again. You're going to be restarting into 4th place now on the outside of Nathan Sedlick instead of on the inside. You've been getting some good starts and getting by him and going back into the 3rd. Hopefully you can do it again, and we'll wish you good luck, and have a good one, brother.
Thanks, Rudy.
All right. Batista, our leader now.
Lights are out. You know what that means, Rudy.
Going back green here, man.
This could be our last restart. There ain't too many cars out there left. We got, what, about 13, 14 left on the track?
Yeah, 13.
We started with 23. Been a race of nutrition. We'll see who can survive this thing. Who can bring it home? Batista is going to get us started.
All right, pace
He
car.
didn't wait at all.
Yeah. Not at all. Brandner right there with Batista.
That pace car just moved and he took off. Can't say that I blame him. Brandner's showing a lot of muscle tonight. He wanted to get that jump on Brandner and get out there.
Oh, definitely. That's what you got to do. You know, if he wants to get the victory lane, man, he's got to be aggressive. And whether it's aggressive on the starts or racing him out there on the track, man, he's got to do it.
Porter's falling back to fourth. Rudy Sedlick up by. Oh, we got one down below the apron. It's Randall Drake. He's no caution. Tough break for Drake.
Yes, sir. And we're back to the 12th position. If I can find what happened here to Randall real quick while they're under green.
Porter putting a move on Sedlick for third.
He caught the apron.
He
caught the apron. So, all right, Porter. Yep.
Yep, he got by Sedlick. Pearson's coming.
Mr. B there at the end. Top 5 for him. Mike Vining. Look at the Mike Vining into the 6th place.
He's got company. Kevin Spaulding and John Cottle.
Yeah, these guys are starting to put the pressure on Mike Vining. Can he hold up under the pressure? Ooh, boy, I don't know. Spaulding.
And we saw Mike win a race earlier this year.
Yeah. Yeah, it was great. It just everything was perfect for him that night.
Right place at the right time.
Yep. You don't get too many opportunities like that. You know, just like last week there with Cottle to the inside. It's going to take that position away from Kevin Spaulding. But just being at the right place at the right time, and Joe grabbed that win last week. So, yeah, it can happen. It can happen on the last lap just like it did last week. And look at this. Brandner to the inside of Batista. Oh, man, he backs out of it. He says, nope, that didn't feel right. If he had kept in it, he would have probably taken him and Batista out. So I'll just save that pass for another time.
Yep, long way to go.
Now we'll just kind of keep an eye on Porter here. Those guys up there get to racing each other. He may close up on them. Lots of guys out here. Roger Wagner back out on the track. He comes out in 15th place, 24 laps down, but got a chance to pick up a couple more positions. Well, one more position anyhow.
Yeah, likely, unless Roberts goes out.
Right. So good deal. Roger back out on the track. Joe Roberts 14th. Randall Drake 12th. Ross Cato in 11th place. And he's hunting down Josh Witherspoon. Witherspoon to the inside of Logan Powers takes that position away. No other real races out on the track right now except for our leader, but we've got 0.4 of a second back to second place, Thomas Brandner. Scott, I've waited long enough, man. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I can't wait another second.
You gonna leave it on the leaders?
Yeah, it's on the leader.
Okay. John Batista doing a great job right now, holding off Thomas Brandner. Brandner driving the wheels off that thing, trying to keep up. He's under 0.4 now and closing. Porter staying with about 2.5 seconds back in third place. Then you got Nathan Sedlick and Steven Pearson. Sedlick's 3.8 back, Pearson a little further back. John Batista just hitting his marks right now, out front, leading this race here at Dover as we click down the laps. They're going to have 18 laps to go next time by. And Branner lost time. Actually gained a little bit of time that time. Still about 3/10 back. Looking for Batista to make a mistake. We got a caution.
Okay, I'm back. Well, that was perfect timing.
Yeah, it was. We got a caution, Rudy.
Mike Vining going around. Sorry about that. Oh, no. And Logan Powers just pile drives Mike. Oh, no. Let's see what happened here. It looks like he just gets loose off the turn. Into the outside wall, and he's almost collects John Cottle. Kevin Spaulding does get a little piece of the tail of him, but not too much. But it was when he comes down, back down off of the track, off the turn right there. And this is where, he just slides down off the turn. And Logan Powers just no place to go. He thought if he went low, I think he would miss it, but just no place to go. So unfortunately, looks like that ended Mike Mining's day, I think.
Well, here's the race, Rudy. Everybody coming down the road, and this could be the race. Who gets off pit road first? Will it be Batista or Branner? This could decide your race. Porter pulling into his two. Who wins the race pit road? Does anyone gamble on only two? Nope.
Looks like Batista.
Yep, and it looks like Porter's going to beat Branner.
Yeah.
How about that? Slow pit stop for Thomas Branner in the 24. Fall to third.
Well, I think we need to talk to John Batista. What do you think?
Go for it, Rudy. You talking to the leader?
Well, yeah, I haven't talked to John. John Batista, you there?
Yep.
Well, been a race off of pit road every single time, and boy, I'll tell you what, the last two pit stops, you've schnookered all them guys. You beat them off of pit road. You got some fast guys right behind you. Jeffrey Porter, Thomas Brander, Steven Pearson. These guys all looking for victory lane. Can you hold them off?
Yeah, I think so. I don't really have a short run car. That's what, or Thomas has a good long run setup too. But for now, for 14 or 13 lap run, I think I can pull it off barely. I'm just hanging on here.
Well,
this car gets really good about 30 laps, 20 laps into a run.
Yeah, this is going to be probably about 13, 14 lap shootout. Well, I don't know. It's that, all them guys right behind you are looking for victory lane the same as you are, but it's going to be tough. Hopefully they keep it clean. I know it's tough to pass. Has the line changed out here with the dynamic track?
Yes. At the beginning of the race, the line was really right down, right on the apron. I think you can probably see in the broadcast, there's a pretty dark rubber through 3 and 4. Not so much through 1 and 2, but 3 and 4, there's a noticeable line.
I see it.
Me and Thomas, we moved up a few lanes because it was really tight through the center.
Well,
try to diamond it a little bit.
Yeah, hopefully nobody else heard that on the broadcast and uses that against you. So, maybe we'll just kind of keep that our secret, John. Well, good luck for the rest of the race, brother, and we're gonna be watching because this is going to be an interesting finish, I can tell you.
Thanks. I'm pretty nervous right now. I gotta get a really good restart, get a good lead on him.
Yes, sir. We'll keep it calm, relax. It'll be over here in just a few minutes, so good luck.
Too long. Thanks.
Take a good deep breath.
All right. Let's see if he can do it, Scott.
Yeah, I'm rooting for him, man. I hope he closes this show. I know what it's like to give away races late, man, and that feeling, dude. I'd rather, there's a lot of other things I'd rather experience than experience that feeling.
Yeah, like a sharp stick in the eye or something.
I don't know about that. That's a bit extreme. I value my sight. Well, get us going, Rudy. This could be the last restart.
All right. Pace car heads for pit road, and John just hits the throttle right away again.
Got a great restart. Porter's going to lose a spot. Oh, we got Pearson on the wall. He's wrecking.
He's still on the wall.
Yep. He didn't wreck.
Wow, but boy, he dropped a ton of positions right there.
Looked like he was going to wreck for a minute.
Yeah, good save.
One too many Budweisers, maybe.
Yep. One too many Budweisers.
Not to pick on Steven.
Yep.
It's all about TV, Steven.
Brandner right there, 0.3 of a second. 11 laps to go next time by. Can Batista hold him off? We always say, Scott, catching them is one thing, but getting by them's another.
Yep. How friendly will they want to play?
That's right. Will we see a little bumper tap or something to move him out of the way? I don't know. I don't think Thomas Brander wants to play that way, but well, I'll tell you, he's getting some great runs right here.
Charles Grant Jr. is back out on track, Rudy, with his half a car.
Great.
Oh, he's got a little more. It's like 3/4 of a car. There's just no front nose on it. It's got a hood and everything.
And Smallwood's back on the track, too. Oh, interesting.
Well, we're getting racy up front here.
Well, they
10 to go, Rudy.
They
9 to go. Excuse
put
me.
a little distance on Jeff Porter, but he's still in the grasp of it.
He's closing in a little bit, actually.
Yeah, he's about 1 second, and he has closed that gap.
Yeah, he was more than 2 seconds back.
Well, you know, as I always say, not to repeat myself a billion times, but you know, when you get them 4 fresh field goods on there, boy, the bravery level just goes right up. You know, you start really doing a lot more things out there that you don't normally do. John Cottle getting by Nathan Sedley, goes into 4th. Great run for John.
How about old Ross Cato hanging in there and getting a top 10 out of this deal tonight?
I know it. That's awesome, man. Great job by him.
Good job hanging in there, Ross.
Joe Roberts, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to pick up any more positions, but he is in 13th place right now. Roger Wagner, 14th. And Smallwood back out on the track will be 17th, and Charles Grant Jr., 18th. All right, 5 to go next time by, Scott. Batista and Brandner. And they've put some distance on Porter now. He's back 1.5 seconds behind him. Oh, man, Batista almost sideways.
Yeah, it cost him time, too. Brander's all over the bumper now. Look at this.
Yes, sir. He's going to be stealing air off of that back bumper, so Batista's got to be extra careful to make sure he hits that line perfect.
So far, so good. 4 to go. 4 more times, buddy.
Right along here, watch from Brander's car as he closes up on Batista. That's how close they are, folks, and he is robbing air off of that back spoiler.
He's trying, but he said, no, not this time.
Batista holding it right on that line, right where he needs to.
3 more times.
Whoa. This is crazy right here. I'm telling you, this is some excellent racing.
I think he's doing a little mirror driving right now. He just needs to look out the windshield.
That's right. Yeah. Don't worry about what's behind you. Worry about what's ahead of you.
Can he close it 2 more times around this joint, Rudy? Oh, he
Two to
pulled
go.
away from him a little bit there. Brandner slid a little bit, and he got a little bit of breathing room.
Well, Brander, again, like I said, he needs to look at the big picture. Second place is good. If he
Crashing out, ain't.
yeah, you know, if he gets underneath him and winds up crashing both of them and finishes way back.
Caution. It's
What?
over, Rudy.
Oh no, we have a Caudle and a few others involved in it. Let's see what happened here.
Well, the good news is John Batista's going to win this thing. He's going to hold on. He got it done, Rudy.
Caudle and Sedlick pretty close together. Oh, Sedlick gets into the back of Caudle right there. That's what happened. And it looks like he had it saved, but then oh man, he got into Kevin Spaulding. Okay, they just kept bouncing off of each other, and then gets into Smallwood. So, all right, well, Batista up front, gonna bring it to victory lane here today. Thomas Brandner second, Jeff Porter third. Awesome finish though. I hate to see it finish under caution, but dang it, that's still good racing.
Nathan Sedlick finishes 4th, and Randall Drake runs out the top 5, Rudy. Top 5 for Drake tonight. Not bad. Good job, Randall.
Yes, sir. That's excellent. He's got to be happy about that finish.
Yes, sir. He kind of rode around in the back most of the night. Come out here with a top 5. Good job.
Well, let me see if I can get these guys into the booth with us here. First off,
Sorry about that.
John Batista, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, you managed to hold him off, so good job there, brother.
Thanks. That was ridiculous.
Well,
I really pulled that one off.
yeah, it looked like a heck of a run right there. Now, you know, I don't know, man. The way Brander was closing in on you like that, and I know he was stealing air off of that back spoiler. Oh, man, it had to make you nervous. Were you mirror driving at all?
Oh yeah, a whole lot of mirror driving.
Well, I noticed you.
I had to hold the bottom line a few times there, which I don't usually like to do. I think it's pretty dirty, but I'm only here so much. I need to take advantage of these kind of opportunities.
Well, I don't blame you there. I mean, you know, it's not that you're like blocking or anything. It's just that you're making that your line to finish this. You know,
Yeah.
and you got to do what you got to do to bring it to victory lane. And you know, Brander, you knew Brander's tough. He is a points leader, and he's going to come out of here still with a good finish. So, I mean, that's really, you know, you did nothing wrong. I don't believe in my eyes. You know, I think it was a great finish right there. But finished under caution. I'm sure not the way you wanted it to come out, but still a great run, John, and congrats on your win. Anybody you want to shout out to or thank?
I just joined Checkers or Wreckers last Friday, so I'd like to thank them for adding me to their team and providing me and Zach, who won in his first race with the team last Saturday, with great setup. The setup was phenomenal tonight. It was a little tight through the center, but I mean, it was pretty much picked. They got us a win, so that's all that matters. And this is one of my favorite tracks ever, so I'm glad I finally get a win here. I got close a few years ago, but I'm glad I finally pulled it out.
Very good, very good. Okay, well, thanks for talking with us, and go celebrate. Well-deserved win tonight,
Thanks,
John.
Rudy. Thanks, man.
All right, Scott, you got our points leader, Thomas Brander?
Yes, sir. Thomas Brandner, you got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, 10-4.
Hey, Thomas. Not bad out there tonight, man. You weren't able to bring home the win, but can't complain second place, dude. You're going to have about a 36-point lead, give or take a couple points going into the championship next week. You got to feel great about that, man.
Yeah, we came into this race, and this is when I circle on the calendar before you know what the points look like, where you're going to be at. Yeah, this is one of my favorite tracks, too. I love the way just the challenge that this track puts on a driver. You have to be perfect pretty much every single lap, or that wall's going to get you. And we saw some of that happen tonight. We did what we came in here to do, and that was to get a good point stay, keep the nose clean. And I got to tell you what, I'm going to go back and watch this finish, but I got to give every credit in the world to JB there. Man, he beat me, car against car, he beat me. I mean, that was I don't even know what to say. I'm ready to go back and watch it. That was so much fun. He did everything. I heard Rudy say something about, holding the bottom line, and that wasn't dirty. Of course not. I mean, he's holding his line. I did everything I could to get him just to make a little mistake, and he never did. And that was a lot of fun, and big credit to him tonight.
Had the caution not come out, would you have had anything for him on that last lap?
You never know. I thought I saw him get loose off the corner. I mean, you're digging, you're looking, way out in front, coming off these corners. But I thought I saw him get loose, and before that,
yeah, you did.
Yeah. Okay, so there you go. I thought he.
Yeah, you're on my outside there when the caution came.
Yeah. So you know what? If that caution doesn't fly, we don't know. I'm going to throw it into one. I don't know if I'd have had enough. I feel like I was going to have enough to beat him into one and get down in front of him, and that's what the plan was. But it's racing. These things happen. Last week caught in an accident. It's part of it. You just never know. And flags fly, cars lose control. It's just a lot of fun tonight, and one of the funnest races I've been a part of.
So what's the plan for next week, man? Are you going to just go out there and do it like you do every week, or are you just going to kind of take it easy and ride around in the back? Tell us what the plan is going into the championship race.
I think all y'all know me a little bit better than that. It's going to be business as usual. We're not, it's going to be in your mind. I'm not going to sit here and say I haven't worked hard for this all year, and you feel pretty good about where you're sitting going into that final race. But anything can happen, and we're just going to focus on leading as many laps as I can, putting the best car under us. I know this team will do a good job doing that, and try to go get that win again. Nothing better to go out on top with the trophy and the big trophy. So.
Well, I know you got some thanks. Go ahead and start giving them out, buddy.
Absolutely. This team, again, is always great cars. Can't thank them enough. The whole crew there. It's been one of the funnest seasons I've ever had a part of this. So thank them guys a lot. Obviously, my dad, big supporter of mine, watching every single race. And thank him for putting in the time, too. I'm sure he's happy with the run we had tonight. And my two beautiful girls at home, Becca and Emma, love them to death.
Well, great job again, Thomas. It's your 11th top 5 of the season, and I'm sure you're going to put on another great show next week. And good luck bringing home the championship next week, buddy.
All right, 10-4. We'll see you Friday.
Ready?
All right, Jeff Porter, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, third place, good finish tonight. Are you happy with that finish? I mean, if it would have stayed green, I know you probably wouldn't have had nothing for them guys because I know they'd pulled away for quite a ways. I know your car was good on the long run, and that was a short run. So tell me about them last few laps.
Man, they were just pulling away from me. I was giving it. Seemed like the harder I drove this car, the further they would go away from me. And so I just kind of, let it go. I noticed that it didn't have any pressure from the back, so I just kind of sat there, drove the wheels off of it, and, hoping they would wreck each other, actually.
Well, you don't really mean that, do you?
Yes, I do.
Oh, man. Well, third place tonight, that's a good finish, though. I mean, you had a strong car. We were watching you, but a good finish for RPM. It looks like we've got a second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, all in the RPM guys. So Batista beating you to the line for the win, but still a great finish overall, Jeff. And are you looking forward to next week?
Yes, I am.
Richmond?
This league is racing with these guys is a blast. I'm always looking forward to every week.
All right, Jeff. Well, thank you out to anybody special.
Yeah, just anybody who may be watching, that I know or something, shout out. And just, my teammates, as always, the usual. For me, when I get a podium or a win, I got to thank those guys because, it just so happens that when one of us is off, somebody else is on, and we always get, it's like we always get good cars because of that reason. Absolutely.
Well, team, togetherness like that there and building the setups and everything. I know you guys work very hard on it, and I know the thank you out to all them guys, and boy, I'll tell you, guys are doing a whale of a job this year. You've really turned things around from the last couple of seasons. So team effort is definitely a plus. So, all right. Well, thanks for talking with us, Jeff, and congrats on third place.
Hey, thanks, Rudy. You guys have a good one.
Alrighty. All right, let's run down through the results here, Scott. Joe Roberts coming home the winner tonight. Mike Vine. Oh, what did I do? I clicked that too many times. Whoops. John Batista coming home the winner here tonight. Thomas Brandner second. Jeffrey Porter in third. Nathan Sedlick fourth. Randall Drake fifth. Stephen Pearson sixth. Joshua Witherspoon seventh. Ross Cato eighth. Kevin Spalding ninth. And John Cottle finishing 10th. Scott?
Well, unfortunately, back to 11th place tonight. Fireball Joe Roberts. He's going to lose about 10 points in that championship battle. But as we've talked about many times, Rudy, it's double points next week. So he did a great job of managing it the best he could. And he does still have a chance going into the next week. But for tonight, it's 11th place. Mike Vining finishes 12th. Logan Powers 13th. Roger Wagner, we saw him tumbling down the front stretch. He'll finish 14th. Michael Lively finishes 15th. Thomas Keene 16th. Daniel Smallwood 17th. Charles Grant Jr. 18th. Zachary Miller 19th. Eric Lambert 20th. Paul Crumrye 21st. Calvin Troy 22nd. And dead last tonight, John Berga. Ready?
All right. Thank you very much here, and thanks everybody for tuning in tonight. Congrats again to JB John Batista. Big victory here tonight, leading 41 laps. So, but it looks like Thomas Brandner come out of here with the most laps led tonight. It was 67. I wanted to take a look at the race summary here. We did have 8 cautions for 20 laps, 7 different lead changes amongst all them drivers. So, great race tonight. Thanks for tuning in, folks, and we will see you tomorrow night for the Truck Series race here at IWCR. Till then, stay safe and have a good night.